Hi there, welcome to Cardano Wyckoff Technical Analysis session. So if you're new to my sessions, here are the 3 key takeaways that you can expect from my sessions. So let's start with the weekly chart. So first thing first, the chart is not showing up. Just 1 second, very quickly. Yeah, there we go. So last week we talked about a potential breakout chance for Cardano that will happen by the end of this week. As of this moment, when I first look at the chart, it seems like the bulls and bears are fighting hard, trying to break this downward channel right now. So when we look at the weekly chart, it's not very clear as to what's happening as I described. But when we get to the daily, we'll see what's actually going on. But before that, we always have to understand the bigger picture. So this weekly chart, I'll still keep it the same in terms of the probability of it coming down for the accumulation, because it's basically around the range as of this moment, the top of the accumulation that happened back in 2002 all the way to 2004. So the likelihood of it coming down is still higher than the going back for the second test or upthrust back to somewhere above the yellow key level of 95 cents. So currently it's still a battle whether to stay above the purple key level of 54 cents. And while I think the likelihood may still be higher to this side, I'll probably adjust this based on what I'm seeing. Not going to change much because the trend is still heading over here. Just to share one thing, what happened during this distribution cycle for Cardano, we have only seen a buying climax. We haven't seen an upthrust or upthrust after distribution, meaning higher peaks than the climax itself. Those two stages are not always showing up. So upthrust and upthrust after distribution, UTAD, easy to say, sometimes they won't appear basically. So last time when we had the mega cycle, both happened. So one in May 2021, the other in August. So almost 3 months. February, March time, there was the buying climax. May time, UT, and then August UTAD. So 3 months after, one after another for those peaks. This time, we haven't got any after the buying climax. So there's still a chance for it to get to that point, just that it's getting these sort of sideways movement for quite a while now. Let's get to the daily, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. The breakout is actually happening right now. As of this moment, there's still 6.5 hours left for today's candle, but then you see it's heading outside of this downward channel already. Earlier today, it went to as high as over 60 cents. So if today's candle successfully closed outside of this blue box, that signifies a potential change in trend. And prior to this, actually what happened last Tuesday, immediately after our session, I have to double check because I've changed the schedule, so maybe not, it depends on when we did our session, maybe even earlier. So anyway, between last session and now, what happened was the 4 days over here, we see Cardano found support along this pink line. This line is extended from the second test and selling climax back in mid-June as well as early April. Both happened just this year. There was a very low dip during February, but that wasn't really where the selling climax ended at. That was also a crazy trading day, similar to the October 10th, that went even lower. Okay, but you see that dip immediately got back to above the orange key level. So much different compared to the October 10th event. So after finding support for 4 consecutive days, it climbed back into this triangle that we shared last session, and now it's trying to break out. And it looks like it's pretty likely to be successful unless there is some negative news coming out. So what's possible is the selling climax might have appeared already during those 4 days. Alright? And now we are seeing the automatic rally. It may end somewhere around the white line. Last time it ended, about 50%, 60% between the purple key level and the white line. Okay? But we don't know this time. It may be a similar level or it may be not. So what's happening right now, the current price level we're at, you see this line over here. It's exactly where the last automatic rally was. Okay? But it doesn't mean the price won't come down. So you see there's a second test over there. So let me borrow the tag across. This may be something that happened after the automatic rally. Why I say maybe? Because sometimes it happens in a way that it doesn't fall back to, the level that's close to the selling climax. It may end up somewhere higher. Okay? But then it doesn't mean it's going to go shoot up now. It can continue sideways for quite a while to show us more tests. So the big guys, the whales or the composite men, are testing the support for Cardano. There are going to be more people selling if they continue to shake. Okay? Once they have done and they have shaken enough, like they've shaken out the weaker hands and got whatever they have, and they start to push the price. That's what happened during July. And we are kind of going through a similar stage, the way the chart is happening, similar to what happened in late June. Hey, hi guys. Chaos Neil, I have a schedule posted in the community post. Please refer to that so I don't do things randomly because I have to allocate my time across many projects that the community is interested in. Hi Hoshi. So that's where we are at now. So expect the automatic rally peak to show up and then potentially a second test coming. Alright, but the big picture, don't forget, is that the sign of weakness may not be over yet. So you see the purple key level 54 cents here, right? If we go to the daily chart, that's where it's sitting. Okay, so last time the second test went back to the purple key level. So let's see whether this time it will repeat or is it going to be something else. Alright, so it's interesting or exciting to see Cardano going outside of this downward channel, because the thing that happened on October 10th has drastically changed the rate of decline. So the blue box, the deeper, darker blue box, was the original declining rate. But what happened on October 10th completely changed the decline, the rate of decline. And now that it's showing a sign of finally getting outside of this downtrend. So thanks for your support as always. I have received a lot of requests for covering like projects that I haven't covered before. So I know I have announced multiple times over the past week about new roster and schedule for covering different projects. I may have to make one more change after I conducted the sessions today, because based on the demand that I'm seeing and the support you guys are giving me, I have to find a way to cover as much as possible in a frequency that would be helpful to to you as like a knowledge sharing kind of thing, right? So remember, if you want to ask me to guess tops and bottoms. I don't do those because those aren't meaningful, and I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just an analyst. I can analyze the projects, but if you ask me whether to buy or sell, that's something that I won't be able to do. Okay. Hey, a couple more comments. Like 50 million coins. I think you should do serious coins and ones. Yeah, you're right, Chaos Neo. Yeah, I'm just covering the large caps. Anything falling outside of the 300 and not like being traded in major exchanges, those I won't cover. And then, oh, thank you, Hoshi. Appreciate. So, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm moving on to the Ethereum session. See you over there.